train non-stop. Some are witty, some are punny. You might groan, but hey, well I thought it was funny. So sit back up, let's seize the day. Release coffee chat, you're a laugh away.
Good morning, folks. Time is 10:43 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 24th of August, 2025. And, of course, that's the 25th for my friends on the other side of the planet. My friends in Australia. Those folks all over Australia. But let's say hello specifically to those folks in Melbourne. Why? Just so I can say Melbourne. Also, Melbourne is the city with the most members around the world of all the cities around the world, and we've got 845,000 plus members. Melbourne, Australia, is the city with the most members. That's crazy. So, well, cheers to everybody. So, hello to everybody. Hope you're all doing great. But once again, let's say hello to Melbourne. Folks, you're all important to us. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. You folks are you. And, well, who else would you be, right? And you're awesome. How do I know that? Our groups were not awesome until you got here. Our groups are awesome because you're here, my friends. Thank you so very much for making these groups what they are. And I say groups because there's two of them. But making what they are, the funniest city on the internet. Population us, friends. Funny people in a funny place, and we are making people laugh. So what's happening in your lives this weekend, friends? It's Sunday here. I know for our folks on the other side of the world there, it is now Monday. But how's your weekend going? How was your weekend? How is your week starting? I hope you're all having a great day. Yesterday, I worked the Saskatchewan Roughriders at the Calgary Stampeders football game, CFL football. So the Stamps, our team, the good guys, were hosting the Roughriders, the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and they are out of Regina, Saskatchewan. That's a real place, my friends. But anyways, fantastic game. We kicked butt. Big time. We kicked butt. And these guys are number one, and we were number two. Well, we kicked number one's butt, and they've lost 2 games this season, both to us. The final score was 32-15, and it was fun to watch. It was a really good game. Beautiful day. It was a high of 21 degrees, I think. That's Celsius. You can look up that, or I'll probably have it down below here what that is in Fahrenheit. But 21 degrees Celsius, sunny. It wasn't super windy. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. Well, maybe a wisp of clouds there. It was just a perfect day for football. It was just a perfect day. So it was a great day. Good day at work. It's fun what I do when I'm working for some major sports teams. And yesterday was no different. It was just a great day with some great people. So, hey, cheers to the Stamps. Great win yesterday. And here's cheers to CFL football. Look it up. It's cool. It's not the same as NFL, but there are definitely similarities. A couple of my friends were there, and they're both mods here. My buddy Dan Pederson and my buddy Mitch Laird. They were both there. And Mitch got some great photos here. So let me bring up a couple of photos that Mitch caught there. These will go in front of my face, but that's just so I don't do any weird editing later on. So going to bring them up here. These are some shots from the game here. And Mitch had a real good vantage. He was in right around the center and just row 5, just right close to the bottom. It's just awesome. Great shots, Mitch. He always gets great shots. So concerts too, same thing. I shared some of his concert photos in the last video. So, yeah, it was a great day for football. What did you folks do? And what are you doing today? Today, Wendy is out actually with the girls, gone out for lunch. I'm making the video, started it late. I was thinking about talking to a buddy of mine, seeing if he wanted to go see the Naked Gun, the new Naked Gun, which I've already seen and I have discussed on and I have discussed it on in a previous video, like a week and a half ago or something like that. Guys, it was really fun, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again. And me wanting to go to the movie go see a movie in the movie theater, that's pretty unusual. That's also stated in that video. I can't stand when people talk in a movie, and I can't stand when they pull out the phone. So it's better if I don't go. That way I don't get mad at strangers. You don't get beat up from by like some 17-year-olds or something, because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. But anyways, I was thinking about maybe doing that, but I might just stay home. Who knows? It's gonna be a warm one today and a sunny one, so we might want to take advantage of that. So that's what we're doing. Let's see. Michelle Finnerty. Michelle Finnerty shared some great photos from, I guess, just from last week. She went for some walks. She went to Pioneer Village, and she went to Salem, Massachusetts, for the first time ever. Said it was awesome. Visited this Pioneer Village, which is a recreation of life as pioneers. And I'm going to show some photos there. She two great collages of photos. Like, look at this. These great photos there. That's an osprey up in the top left. And, of course, dragonfly. I believe that's a beyond thistle. Yeah, just some great photos there. And then here's her photo. Oh, and of course, the wild turkeys. And here's some photos from that Pioneer Village. That fantastic. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Michelle. All right, Michelle, I really appreciate that. And my mom shared a photo of Rufus, another one of Rufus, and she goes, "This is my day." And here's Rufus, just looking cute, kind of that sigh, "Mom, let's do something" kind of look. He is the sweetest dog. He really is. Oh, speaking of dogs, at yesterday's football game, the one I was working, during halftime, they had corgi racing. Now, I don't have any photos. I don't have any video of that or anything. I wish I did. Should have asked Mitch to get some photos of that, but he was he was most likely trying to get food at that time, and it was a busy game. But corgi racing, it sure was cute. I love dogs. I love all pets, really, all animals. But corgis are really cute dogs, and that was fun to watch. And we're talking about the TV show Corner Gas yesterday because my mom shared that she was catching up on the Corner Gas, and it was a show that she'd watched a bit but never really got into it. It's a funny Canadian show. I shared my photos, or some of many photos I have from our visit to Rollo, Saskatchewan, where this show's sets were outdoor sets were, and it's a beautiful little town, southern Saskatchewan. Well, beautiful little town. It's a little town, southern Saskatchewan. And when we went there, which quite a few years ago now, the sets were still fresh. Everything was there because the show was still in production. Most of it's gone now, unfortunately, but that's what happens. Like, sets are not made to last. So, anyways, I got off getting off this little tangent. Rose Glad, who lives in Hawaii, commented that she watched the show, and this is a very Canadian show. I mean, it's Canadian humor, Canadian small town humor, and Canadian sarcastic humor too, right? So I was not. I mean, I know American people watch that show. That have watched it. It's available all over the place. I was glad to hear that Rose watched it and she liked it. Folks, check it out if you can. I think it's hilarious. And the main actor, Brent Butt, I have been mistaken for in the past on several occasions. And a couple of times was when he was performing nearby, and people thought I was him and wanted autographs. And I also have another story about Brent, but I'm not going to tell it. It's a little darker. No, just kidding. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Just thought I would, mention that. So thanks for sharing, folks. I really like to hear about you. I'd love to hear about you too. Why don't you leave a note, a comment on this video, share a photo if you want, a little bit about your life, hobbies, whatever it might be. Give it a share, and maybe we'll talk about you tomorrow. All right, I've got some great posts that I want to share this morning. I've got 3 today. I've got one from Frank Romano, one from Tessa L. Castro, and another one from Lizzie Grin. These are all 3 posts that made me laugh today. More than these 3 posts made me laugh today, but these are 3 that caught my eye, and I decided I'm going to feature them this morning. So I'm going to start off with Frank Romano's post. He's once again going to come up in front of my face. That's just so I don't have to do any weird editing later on Instagram and on TikTok. So we're going to bring it up right now. It's true. This happens to me all the time. When you're like, "What are you laughing about?" It's like, "Oh, just something I read a while ago." Come on, it must happen to you too, folks. All right, next one. Tessa L. Castro. Let me bring up that right away here. I guess this is only funny if you have Subway sandwich shops where you live. I do. This is funny. I've also seen that photo using a different meme where it's somebody shared it. Goes, there's a what's this tomato doing on the subway? And it's like responses tomato from tomato and Subway. Mind your own effing business. Or all right, I'll shut up. Let's bring up Lizzie Grin's post. Bring it up right away. And this is another one that may not be funny if you're not familiar with Mr. T, the actor and character. Thanks, Lizzie. I really appreciate that. I really do. Folks, thanks for sharing the funny stuff. I mean, that's why there's so many people here. More than 845,000 people. That's why. Because you folks have made these groups funny. And, you keep me laughing. And there are literally hundreds of thousands of unique visits to these groups every day. So we're obviously keeping a lot of people laughing. You folks absolutely rock. I know it's kind of lethargic today. I am kind of tired. I really am. But that's no excuse for not, getting right to the bad jokes. Years ago, I was driving a girl home after a date when I explained to her that I'm not really good with directions. Well, she found that funny and started laughing. And I took offense. So I stopped the car, I told her to get out, and I write her on the spot. My wife didn't take my name when we got married. We thought it might be confusing with both of us named Lee. What do you call the rough part of a town in Italy? The spaghetto. I don't have a dad bod. I prefer the term father figure. Did you know that it's impossible to breathe through your nose while smiling? Ha! Made you smile. Once again, I hope you enjoy those bad jokes. I ask you, I hope that every day. Today's jokes, I struggled a little bit with a few of them, and there's so many takes for some of these jokes, and they're not even hard jokes to tell. I didn't mention this earlier. I think I did just for a second, right before we went to the bad jokes. I am bagged, and I don't even know. Oh, I do know why. It's because when I worked that football game, as fun as it was, it just it kicks my butt. It's awkward building for me to work in because it's an outdoor structure. It's one of those outdoor football arenas. Therefore, there's not a flat surface. There can't be a flat surface, or else you'll have water pool. Totally get it, but it is so hard on an old guy's head back and legs and knees and that. So I had a little rough sleep. So I apologize if the jokes were told a little lethargically, and it's not the fault of the joke. It's the fault of the joke teller. But I have to thank my source. I always do. Because like I said, the jokes are not bad. It was me today. I'm almost done this book here. This Dad Jokes, the cheesy edition. Just about done the book. This is from @DadSaysJokes. They're on Instagram. They are on Facebook. I think they're on YouTube too, because I know I can tag them on YouTube. But check out their stuff, folks. I'm not affiliated with them, but this is the third of their joke books that I'm going through, and they're the only ones that I've found that are consistently funny. So good stuff, and their stuff online, of course, is funny too. So that's where it's called from. Not affiliated, I'm not paid by them. They don't know I exist. At least I don't think they know I exist. But you got to show your sources, right? So I'm almost done this book, the third one. I think when I get done this one, I'll have a giveaway for the 3 joke books, and I'll have to buy another one. And folks, I want to tell your jokes too. I want to tell everybody's jokes. If you've got some jokes that you think you'd like to hear me tell, you think the world would find funny, or you just think there's those kind of bad jokes that are, so bad they're good, I want to tell those too. Send them to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And of course, if I use your jokes, I'm going to give you credit. I don't like to steal jokes, so I'm going to tell the world where I got those jokes from. I'm going to give you credit or blame if it's a bad joke, but you're definitely going to... People will know where I got the jokes from. Just like my buddy Dave Knapp. He sends jokes all the time, and I credit him all the time. I want to do the same thing for you folks. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I'm not doing a commercial today. I do want you to go check out our store. So I guess this will be a tiny bit of a commercial. Check out our store at store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. We've got some great stuff there. We've got these coffee cups. We've got stickers. We've got shirts. We got hoodies, lots of great stuff. Check it out, please. I stand behind it. The stuff looks great. People stop you and ask you about that if you're wearing the shirt or the hoodie. I've had that a bunch of times. And Wendy laughs when that happens. She goes, it happened again. I said, I know. And I'm always like, too bad I can't sell these. Check out the store, folks. And if you do purchase any of our stuff, I'd love to see, we'd love to see how you represent. Send in a photo of you with that coffee cup, that hoodie, that t-shirt, you know, whatever it might be. Let's see how you represent. A couple of favors I ask them every. I know I'm stuck in a rut, my friends. I keep asking you to do the same stuff. But, you know, if you do me a favor, if you do one thing, try to make somebody laugh. You're going to make their day better. You really are. And, you know, on the same, sort of the other side of that same coin is, I hope you're laughing. So try to find something that makes you laugh today. If you're not laughing, if you're feeling down, if you just need to laugh more, find something that makes you laugh. And if it's particularly funny, share it on the group if you can. If it's a situation that's funny and you can share it and feel like sharing one, leave it as a comment on here. Let us know what's happening there. And if it's something you found on the group, just leave a comment on that post, tagging me in it, and maybe we'll make it the featured post tomorrow. I would absolutely love to do that. I hope you have an awesome day, folks. I really do. I hope you have a great Sunday. If it's Sunday for you, I hope you have a great Monday if it's Monday for you. I just hope you folks have a great day. I hope you keep laughing, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. I'm going to try to be a little more energetic, I promise. I really do. I thought I was going to have more energy going to this video. It's got nothing to do with you. Like I said, I just feel like I got my butt kicked by a building. But we're going to have a great day. Tired or not, I'm going to make this day a great day. It's already good. I had a great breakfast. I spent some, great time with my beautiful, wonderful wife. Folks, I hope you're having a great day too. We're going to see you again tomorrow. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.